Another live stream. Today we're going to go ahead and build a bioformer. Now, I had the idea of making a combiner thanks to the help of a few people. So before we go ahead and begin, I think the best thing to do is make a couple of limbots. Basically, characters that will be able to convert into a limb. So I'm going to be making a skeleton. And then from that skeleton, I make multiple skeletons. And then make different characters from that skeleton. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Did I get all of them? Yeah, I think I got all of them. T.Y. Toffelmeyer says hello! Samus says hello! Hi! Welcome! I'm gonna go ahead and Mr. Godzilla Dude says hello, friend! Hey, how's it going? Now, we're gonna be making some limbs. And once we get the limbs out of the way, Wolf says hello, my name is Quan. Alright, I'm gonna be calling you Quan from now on. Pleasure to meet you. Even though I recognize you from the previous stream. But sure, I'll call you Quan. Okay, Fama says, hello, hi, welcome. So we're going to be making a couple of limbots. Now, the thing is that we're going to actually do a Combiner Wars style. Because I think that's the best way to go. Is make something Combiner Warsy. Wolf says, I've been here since Scrapper. Yes, I know. You've been here for a while. Alright, so let's see if we can get a couple of ratchets. If we can't find any ratchets, that's fine. We can just use a ball socket. I think ball socket would be probably better. All things considered. It doesn't need to be ratcheted so long as we got connection. TY says, I've been here since Foxy. Hey! That is awesome. So we're going to go with the simple torso. These for the base of the frame for each of the limbots. Because I want to make them small as possible, the limbots. I don't want them to be too big. So... and then from there, we can make a combiner. And I wish I had more space. I'm going to see if I can artificially recreate some more space. There we go. We got more space now. So we got limbs over here. The limbots. We only need 4 limbots. And then... The big guy is gonna have be bigger. Hold on. Okay, so Duel says, more space. Wolf says that's actually Quan says that's actually the first video I ever saw of Trib. Oh, that is awesome. Alright, so we got that. I think I'm gonna have sockets in the top over here in the torso. So we're gonna add some sockets. Sora says, crashes into Trib's room. Hi Trib. Hi Sora. I see you pop in like you usually do. I'm gonna need to buy a new ceiling. I'm gonna have to keep buying new ceilings. You know how expensive it is to get a new ceiling. It's very expensive. So one torso, other torso, and then let's see here, because I'm gonna make the mini bots have this connection. Sora says, sorry, Zeus is still mad at me. Oh, it's all good. It's fine. I can live with this. Definitely don't have any regrets at all. No regrets. Alright. So we got that. Now we just need to go ahead and make the connection points for the rest of it. Wolf says, wait a minute, this is the second time since I've said, hello, my name is Quan, and finally you have renamed me Quan. Of course I have Quan. Of course. I am dedicating to myself to call you Quan. Quan says, oh, and Trip, I think you need a new floor. Yeah, I think I do. I really do. That is definitely a thing that I need right now. So, let me go ahead and get that out of the way. I'm trying to find more pieces, but the thing is that I'm low on pieces. It's very hard to go ahead and make something when you're, like, already low on parts. I know, that's quite the mood. Everybody relates to that. You know, oh, I don't have enough pieces, and I can't wait to start to make some more pieces of what I typically use on a day-to-day basis, because, let me tell you, making a Bionicle, or anything in general, ain't exactly cheap. It ain't. Matter of fact, it costs money. And if I can go ahead and make all the parts that I need, oh, I'm gonna be so happy. I'd be so happy. You have no idea how happy I'd be. Just to have, like, new pieces that I've made myself. I'll be living the dream, guys. I'd be living the dream. Alright, so we got all the pieces. Finally. Took me a while. Okay, Fid says, has anyone thought of making a Bioformer Titan? I have in the past. Wolf Boy also says, covers hole in the floor. Nothing to see here. I saw everything. You can't hide it from me. But I have made a Bioformer Titan in the past. I know a few other people have made a couple of Titans as well. The thing about making a Titan is, like, makes things a little bit more complex. You know, sometimes people want a more simple transformer, which is easier to aim towards than something that's, like, overly complex. You know. So, sure, it can be easier, but it can also be much more challenging and difficult as well. So, it's a apples and oranges situation, you know. Sure, you can have more detail and it could be more complex and stuff like that, but it will cost you to a degree. You know, so that's like, do I or do I not situation. And that will go right there. And there. You know, I have no idea what I'm... Actually, I do have an idea. I'm thinking I might go for a more military look. Like, these guys can be, like, military-based. Fid says, I think the smaller the MOC, the harder. That's true. It can be harder. Wolfboy says, no, he saw my secret... Quan says, no, he saw my secret entrance. Sora then says, his recent one is a non-combining, I believe. He never showed an alt mode. Interesting. Okay. Fid says, because if it's a smaller MOC, it would need a lot more detail. That is true. Unless, if you... It depends on the art style you're going with, too, because sometimes, you know, you might want to go for a more animated approach. If you were to go ahead and make a Bioformer that was Transformers animated style, you won't need the extra detail because it's supposed to be simplistic and cartoony. Now, if you want to go ahead and go for the more realistic route, you know, when making a Bioformer, you can do something from the from the Bioformers or the Travis Knight movie of Bumblebee. You know, there's different ways you can go about it. There are different ways, different avenues that one can take to make a bioformer. And you know what? I got an idea, actually. I'm gonna turn this into Hero Factory. Now, I will explain my reasonings why I'm making it Hero Factory. I like the 2.0 heroes, and I'm making some characters right now that would be the size of a 2.0 hero. So, instead of going for the more detailed approach, I can go ahead and do some cosmetic details. Of course, the frames are going to be all black because I want the it to fit well with the main figure. So we're going to try to make 2 of these legs. Let me go ahead and work that out, because that's going to be interesting. After I give them all the same exact leg build, every single one of them. You know, as you do, you just casually give them the same leg build. Now, usually with Bioformers, it's the torso that does all the work. More so than, like, the rest of the body. Yeah, that tends to be the main common trend. Either it's the torso or the backpack. You know, it's one of the two. Hardly in between. Alright. So we got that. I'm going to go ahead and start turning these 2 into what will be the big stompers, the big feetsies. So I'm going to turn... So I need a color scheme for the heroes. I'm going to make one red, as you do. I'm going to make one red, and then, like, maybe... So red will be good for this guy. This one will be maybe lime green. No! I can make it look like a Megazord! Oh my gosh! I can make it look like a Megazord. Okay, one of them's going to be blue. Yes, one of them's going to be blue. Okay, so one Megazord guy, be blue. The other one is going to be yellow. Yes, we're really doing this. We're really doing this. One of them's going to be yellow, which means we're going to have to change the leg build a little bit because he is yellow. And we're doing that. So that's another hero. It's going to be in yellow. Oh my gosh. We need a pink one. We don't have a pink one. Oh. We might have to make it purple. Okay, there needs to be a black one. There needs to be a black one. So we had to get a black one involved into this. So let me give this guy some black feet. There we go. Well, yes, I am definitely not taking inspiration from Power Rangers. Definitely not. Okay, so blue, yellow, black. I don't have pink. So what am I going to do? Red is the torso. Red is going to be the guy that's in the middle. And I don't have pink. I'm gonna go with orange. Orange is close enough. I feel like orange will work just fine. Definitely not Power Rangers. Definitely not. Definitely not. Alright. There we go. What am I making? What am I making? My god. Alright. So this is going to have to transform into feet. So how we're going to do that once we go... Because I want the legs to go ahead and do a little bit of something. I know with Megazords... Well, with Zords, you know, just the legs connect. So there needs to be a tabbing system for the legs. Which means they're going to be very chunky, these legs. That goes for these legs too. They're all going to have to be built chunky. They ain't going to be skipping any leg day anytime soon. They're going to be chunky. So the goal would be try to make them as thick as possible, while making coherent sense to everything. So, while keeping the scale. Which I think that's going to be possible. I'm pretty sure that would be possible. So, let me go ahead, work on this Zord. I'm calling them Zords now. I think that's pretty base. I don't know, is that pretty base? I think it is. And now if I say it is, it's law. I mean, I kind of like Power Rangers quite a lot. You know, I grew up with it. I watched the original show. I watched Power Rangers SPD. That was pretty good. I think one of the funniest takes of that one was the Orange Ranger. All the characters were good too. Though, a lot of white, though, to emphasize the whole police aesthetic that went with Power Rangers. You know, that was a very common trend. I noticed, at least. Alright, so, let's see here. What can I do for this? I got an idea. Oh snap, I got an idea. Okay. So, we need Technic. We need Technic. So I just got an idea just now. I just got an idea. So, he will have blue. Yeah, he will have blue. He has blue levers. Do I have yellow levers? If not, I'm gonna have to use black, which is fine. Actually, I do have yellow. But I think because he's built differently, it's going to be built a little bit differently given how he's all situated. So, that's there. Oh, orange! Orange! This guy has orange. Black. The easiest one to do. Just color coordinate all the Technic. Just all of it. You know, this is probably one of my favorite things to do. Is making this combiner the way it is and giving it like a Power Rangers-like vibe. It speaks to me. It really speaks to me. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. Honestly. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. It's such a good idea. Let's make a Bioformer that's like very Power Rangers-y. and then still have like the connection points and all that good stuff, so that can go in the back, and then that swoops down. Yeah, that could be it. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Because the thing is, if this is going to be an arm, you know, it's still going to need to bend, which it will. But with this type of connection point, it should allow for a lot more diversity, I hope. So that it's going to have to go down like that, because I really wanted to. I could have it be like that and be forward. I could. Like this goes forward. That goes there. And then this will go. No, that don't work right for me. No. Perhaps like this? Question mark? So that will go tab in, that tabs in, still have to go ahead and do that. I don't know, that might be too tight though. And plus, I wanted it to be more compressed. I think these had to be shorter. They can't be long. They're gonna have to be shorter because I want it to be chunky. Like, I don't want them to be, like, skinny or anything. So them having plenty of chunk is kind of important. I'll keep the orange and the black ones because they're going to be limbots. But for the legs, I'm going to have to make them shorter. It makes sense for them to be shorter. It just does. Okay, that's one. Do I have another one? Looks like he's going to be Keat orange with yellow. Which means he's going to be a very yellow guy. Which I have no problems with that. Gosh dang it. Alright, so looks like I'm going to have to improvise. Sadly. That's what it seems like it's going to be. Because the way things are going, I want this guy to have like plenty of chunk. But the issue is, in order to get that chunk, sacrifices must be made. Sacrifices must be made. Sadly, but surely. So I just had to go ahead and make sure those sacrifices are well worth it. In this department. Well worth it. There we go. Maybe bend the knees back. That would be interesting. Bend the knees back. Have that be forward. You know what? That actually could work. Just bend. Yeah. So I'd do something like that. That will be the backside of the of the leg. This will end up being the front, given how things are designed. I could do that. But I also kind of want this to work the way that I want it to. So maybe, instead of that, something more like this. You bend this, and then boom, you got that. Still has the feet designed that the way that it ought to be. Still have the chunk and all that good stuff. And I think that probably would be the way to go, assumingly. And then I can just fold this back and still have a cool looking robot. Yeah, I think that's the way to go, honestly. I can't think of any other alternatives and how to go ahead and get that to work otherwise. So, we'll do that. Then get some blue. I think we got a blue torso in here. I could be wrong, but I think we do got a blue torso in here. Let me go check and see. Hey, it's Batman. Alright. I'm gonna have to use that blue torso, like it or not. Out of options here. So go ahead, add that in. Then I can beef the legs up like crazy. Figure out a way to do that. Just beef it up as much as humanly possible. Just all the beef. Because I would really like to beef up these legs as much as possible. Like, almost like making them like boots. Big, chunky stomping. Do that? No, that's too much. Alright. So have that. And then... Don't I have it in blue? Don't I have that in blue? I'm pretty sure I have that in blue. I am pretty sure. What happened to my blue? Where'd my blue go? Where'd my blue go? Oh, there it is. I found it. Hey, found the blue. All right, so once we get done with these robots, I can actually start working on the actual big guy himself. So I'm gonna go ahead, add that in, and then I can add armor over that. And I know just what armor to add in. If I have the... I have some armor add-on bits that I can use. Maybe. That would be nice. I can add gold. I think gold would be a universal color to add to them. Yeah. Gold would make for a good universal color. And then we get the thighs. Probably make them black. Black might work well. Black, add this in. I don't know, the legs don't feel thick enough. I feel like the legs need to be thicker. I don't want thick legs. I'm gonna go thicker than ever before, kind of thing. Which is easier said than done without, like, beefing up the legs than they already are. So, and plus, I had to keep the combining form in mind. Just wish I could do more aside from just this type of setup and layering. Well, that works, surprisingly, in an interesting way. That is interesting. I like that. I can live with this. I can live with that leg design. Is it simple? Yes, it is. But I like it. Now I have to go for the other leg. Hopefully, it won't take me an eternity to make. If it takes me an eternity, then we have problems. Finding black is harder than it seems, so I'm just going to switch to gunmetal. So that I don't have to regret anything. There we go. That ain't such a big extreme. That actually feels appropriate. Yeah, so that is pretty good right there. And I can add like a hero core. And then we'd be on a roll. Hey! Alright, so that's a leg. We're going to go ahead, add some blue pins right in here and right in there. That gets lowered. This twists. Oh yeah. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Gosh dang it. I'm gonna have to change the design of the legs. It had to be forward facing. Oh, but it looked okay over here. That's fine. It's fine. I can live with this. I can live with this. And then that goes... Nope, that breaks. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. There's to be a better way to do the transformation. It gotta be. I'm overthinking this more than I should. For just a limbot, this is getting out of hand. There we go. And then that will be going right. No, that. No. It's too much of gappage. I don't like that. Don't like too much gappage. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take this out and There we go. That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. Where did I put that one piece? Oh, there it is. So, because the thing about this, at least this bioformer in particular, since I am going for as sleek as possible, you know, I have to try to find a way to balance out how things are going to be composed and so forth. So there's a lot of more things to consider, at least in this aspect. But it is possible. It is possible. It's just much more stuff that I have to actually deal with. Funnily enough. So that will go. So I will need these. And then I can go ahead and make the part that I need to make. How many of the elbow pieces do I have? 1, 2. I have enough. I could probably get away with that. There we go. Make it easy. Don't overthink it. Now, one of the issues of when you go ahead and try to make something overcomplicated. Yeah, that juts out too forward. I don't like that. I do not like that at all. Juts out too much. Want it to be clean. Clean and slick. If that be possible. If that be possible. Which is starting to look like a pain in the rear more than actually something valid. There we go. So that goes there. Well, that ain't exactly what I was anticipating. But oh well. So if that's there, I could then... No, I can't do that. But I can do this to smooth out the design. I can do that. So that can go there. Just thicken out the leg the way that it has to be. So that I can have a leg that actually feels and looks like a leg. I just had to make a backpack. Okay, that's 1. And that's 2. There we go. This is a pain. This is an actual pain trying to make this transformer be a transformer. The life of trying to make a bioformer, guys. The life of trying to make a bioformer. It's much more harder than you think. And then I can have a black stripe. maybe 7 length, and these 2. Without throwing pieces. That would be preferable, without throwing pieces. Throwing pieces is bad. Do not throw pieces. Pieces are your friend. Unless proven otherwise. Then in that case, talk to a physician. There we go. And there we go. We plug that in. Right in there. That goes in right in there. So we got that. And then, in the heels, because the heels are the most important part, when we go ahead and build this thing, of course, we're going to put a black spike in the front. Fid says the stream ended, I think. No, it did not. Welcome back. So, let me know, guys, if you can hear everything all right. I don't know what was the deal with that, but hey, we got it working now, so that's a good thing. Very good thing. So let me go ahead and switch it back. If we can. There we go. No. There we go. Now we got it back. Sorry about that, my fellow compatriots. But this is like a very good knee. I feel like this can become like a leg, but I want it to be more boot-like, so the more heavy duty and robust the Bionicle, the better. The Bioformer, the better, I feel. I feel more comfortable like that. So that can be there. And we can... Yeah, that is a very, very thick leg. I might add, this is probably the thickest leg I have ever made. I don't think there was I have ever made a leg any thicker than this. This is like a first. This is indeed a first. We've made the thickest leg humanly possible. So that's a leg right there. And then we can add like the thigh piece, which will connect into place. Again. Big leg time. Big leg time. Definitely a mood for big leg time. Which means we're gonna have to figure out something for the heads. Because it looks like they might have long necks, which is something that I wasn't at first anticipating, but you know what? If I can make the everything as compressed as this, that'll be amazing. But I still need the connection point for, guess what? The actual leg. For the actual thigh, so. Folds up, compresses well. Still need to go ahead and make the piece that needs to make the dream work. So we can go ahead, add some spikes maybe. That'll be cool. Add a spike. We'll add detailing for the combo mode once we reach the combo mode. But for now, just working on this guy. Try to get him to transform. And then the rest will be a breeze. I hope. Just working on some asymmetry. See if I can get some stuff to work. If not, oh well. At least I tried. try valiantly at me own its success and execution. So that will go there. This could be a weapon. And the head will go there. Presumably. So I need to figure out the head, because the head has to go in the cavity. So I actually have to go ahead and make the head a neck for this guy. Which means I'm going to have to change the design of his body somewhat to actually make it look reasonable for him to have a long neck to begin with. So let's see if I can actually get that to work. Make it look like as if, oh yeah, he definitely looks like he would have a long neck. With the power of shape-shifting. So that will fold into the cavity. So a skinny head will be preferable. I know just what type of head to use. I actually got it in here. So we go ahead, add this helmet. And then we need another one, which I believe we do have. There we go. And then do that for the other side. There we go. There's that. Fold that back. That goes in there. And then you go ahead, slide the head. That do not slide. Matter of fact, I think steps of transformation would prefer do that first before you go ahead tap the feet in. Yeah, that will be more reasonable. That way the head is tucked in, which means he's going to need to have a claw. This backpack mechanism is going to turn into something. You know, so that's going to change. And so let's go ahead, transform him back. Now that we got a design here. So he has like a tail kind of contraption going on. So we're going to make that part of his design and build. I think we're going to go ahead and go for an industrial-like look. So he's going to have a bucket, or either that or a couple of cannons. I think cannons might be better. We can give him a pair of cannons coming out over on the sides while he still has like a mechanical arm and getup going on. So for the mechanical arm, we're going to go ahead and perhaps do a little creative building here, if possible. It's just that the big issue with this design is trying to balance out the asymmetry. That is hardly looks hero-like. If I'd be honest, he hardly looks like a hero. But it's a thing that exists. I will say that. It's a thing that exists! Let me see if I can... Oh, wait, yeah. I don't want to lose any pieces. I think I just lost a... Yep, I did. Again, another issue when you're building too close to like what you're actually trying to make. It can be very problematic really fast. Okay, where is the bag full of blades and stuff? Because we're gonna need it. For this guy, at least. We're gonna need it for this guy. So, he needs a chest piece. I'm gonna make that in gunmetal. Go ahead and give him that. If I can find the piece that I'm actually trying to look for right now, that would be amazing. I'd be so happy. You have no idea. You have no idea how happy I'd be. Well, maybe you do. Maybe you do. I shouldn't assume. Where is that piece? I know we have. I have it. I don't know about you, but I know I have it, and I actually saw it a couple of times here, and I was like, this is gonna be a hero. I'm not gonna need it. This is gonna be a hero. I'm not gonna need it. And you know what? Surely enough, turned out to be a villain all along. We're making a couple of Decepticons. Turn into a binary. And to be fair, the Decepticons are automatically way cooler than Autobots. Let's just face reality there for a second. Autobots are basically way cooler than Decepticons. They got better designs, like all around. Their alt modes are actually more reasonable, being that of military-esque. So you get a lot of bang for your buck right there. Not only that, but I feel like, to be honest, you know, never mind. I'm just gonna stop talking. Okay. Now I know what to do. I'm gonna give him this. That actually looks a lot cooler. If he has, like, this in place. Yeah, that would be cool if he has that. In my opinion, I think it will be cool. And it actually having to have the ability to move. So we can have that hinge forward so that he can still have, like, the grabby claw thing. It still will be ratcheted and all that good stuff. But you can move it all around. And he can grab things. Which I think would be very cool, in my opinion. I honestly think it would. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, Dad. All right. I think I'll go ahead and finish this guy up. And once I am done, my fellow compatriots, I will have to end the stream. So, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will answer them the best of my ability. Because once this guy's done, I am ending the stream. Yes, I'm actually going to finish a MOC. Miracles happen. But, still, I must eat. It is very important for me to acquire sustenance. Very important. So, yes. Alright, so that goes there. Then I just add piece there and piece there. Should be good. How many spaces is that? How many? Oh! Alright. Seems reasonable. Honestly, I could probably make Storm Beast. I see a little bit of Storm Beast in this, and I'm not gonna lie. I see a little bit of Storm Beast. I can make this. Oh my gosh, I just had an idea. I just had an idea. All right. I'm gonna stop working on this because I have an idea now. I actually have an idea. Which means I'm gonna have to make some more pieces because it's hard to find any G2 Bionicle parts. It's hard, so I'm gonna have to make all the pieces. But I have an idea now. I have an idea of what to do for our Bioformer, so that's gonna be interesting. Anyways, my fellow compatriots, I hope you all enjoyed, and like always, if you like this video, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to go ahead and see more content like this, feel free to subscribe. But anyways, that's about it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and like always, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys!